You guys, I found this and I'm so freaking excited to have this. I haven't been having any like treats or anything lately. It does have some calories and I'm definitely gonna track that. So 50 calories for this and it's totally worth it. This is my little treat and reward for myself. And I'm super excited about it. Little sachets. I know, it's a very big cup for a small cup of coffee. I don't want to overly dilute it, but it's looking good and smelling amazing. So worth the calories. I'm like trying to eat really clean these days and I think my body is responding really well to it. So little things like that is like probably the only treat that I will allow myself, and then everything else that I'm eating I really am making sure to ask myself if it's like fueling me, is it good for me, is it nourishing my body, is it giving me what my body needs and deserves. And that has made it so much easier to just kind of eat really clean and wholesome this prep, which is a little bit different to what I would have usually done in the past, trying to make things taste better and using a lot of artificial stuff, which is totally fine, and whatever gets you through prep gets you through prep. But this time I found it so much easier to just stick to whole foods, and I don't know, I didn't think I'd be someone to say this, but my body has been responding really well to that, which I don't really know how to feel about, because I like the freedom of being able to flexible diet, count macros is what I've done always, and this is the first time I've actually eaten this clean, both in the off season and in the on season. And I don't know, maybe a flip just switched in my head, but I'm really enjoying what I'm doing right now with regards to eating clean. And I think I actually have less cravings because I don't really have any like nice treats or even desserts. I haven't been having desserts for a long time now as well. I just use the majority of my calories to eat a bigger dinner instead, and I feel pretty satisfied. I think because I've been so busy with work, I haven't really been thinking about food that much, which is good. So this is the only little thing I'm going to allow myself to splurge my calories on. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I am in my good old garage gym because you guessed it, we are back in lockdown and I'm prepping. That's great, but I'm super thankful that I do have a home gym set up. So I've just been super focused on prep the last few days. I make sure that since I don't go to work, that I 100% am gonna get my workouts in, I'm gonna get my steps done, I'm gonna get my cardio in. I've been really working on my vacuum, so that's something that I now have a little bit more time to do because I'm not like rushing out of the house in the morning. My nutrition is on point. The only thing I've been a little bit slack on, which I should probably get to work on a little bit more, is my posing. So I would like to practice posing a little bit more. So that's what I'm trying to focus on while I can. There's no point kind of, you know, speculating and being in a negative headspace about it. So I've just kind of tried to make the best out of it. I also have clients prepping alongside me, so I have to set a good example of just kind of staying in good spirits. At the end of the day, we're all still a fair amount of weeks out from the actual competition. So it's not the worst thing in the world for this kind of a big lockdown to happen now. Hopefully, if this gets kind of nipped in the butt ASAP, that obviously would all be good to go in a few months. So fingers crossed this all goes away real soon. I know there might be a few people watching that might have competitions coming up really soon. Just stay positive. You just never know what's gonna happen. Take it day by day. I've been watching Australian Big Brother, and look, like the whole grand finale, it was pretty much like cancelled, or that they had no audience, and a lot of the competitors couldn't fly over for the grand finale and whatnot. So, you know, things like that happen. But at the end of the day, even if your competition's like in 3 weeks, the lockdowns at the moment are like 3 to 4 days. So you just never know. I would say stay strong and stay positive, stay strong. That's the most important thing you can do during this time. Do what you can. Most people by now, if you haven't already, go and get some home equipment. anything, just a set of dumbbells. Like I have a lot of clients that I wrote home programs for. You will be amazed at what you can do with just some booty bands, a bench, and dumbbells. Even like those adjustable ones where you can get a set and then you can do like different weights onto it and stuff like that. Small weight plates, whatever you can get. I mean, if you can invest a little bit more money and get a cardio machine at home, whatever you can, because this is gonna go on for a while, this whole lockdown thing. Hopefully not forever, but obviously we might have little lockdowns here and there, or even when things open out and you can fly, you might have to self-quarantine at home when you get back. You just never know. So if you're serious about your fitness, I 100% recommend you go buy some home equipment ASAP. Have some stuff at home. If you're feeling lost, get a coach. You know, most coaches will be able to give you a good home program. I also include a lot of like, you know, other tasks for my clients, such as like, you know, stretching and posing and stuff like that, just to get them in a good routine, a good headspace. There's so much you can do. You can do yoga. You can do like some HIIT workouts, walking lunges around the house, like whatever you can. And also we're allowed to go for a walk outside for an hour. So 100% make full use of it. As long as it's not raining, go outside and have a walk. So that's my advice to anyone else who's going through lockdown at the moment. We're hoping that it's Wednesday right now, but I'm hoping by Friday midnight is when they reckon the lockdowns will be lifted. So I'm hoping that the gyms will open back up and then I can start up with training clients on Saturday. As usual, with all the lockdowns, I'm usually more concerned about work and training my clients and things like that and worry about them. Also, obviously, face-to-face PT is at the moment a third of my business. So 2/3 of my business is online, which I'm really, really, really thankful for. I even had a few inquiries the last few days, and actually 2 people sign up during this time. So thank you guys so much. You make this all possible for me to be able to work from home. Over a year ago, I was pretty much a full-time PT, and something like this would just wipe my whole income out. So I'm so thankful that, you know, I managed to grow my business online, and I'm managing to not only be able to support myself with it, but to be able to help so many people in this time. Like, so many people can just fall into a spiral and a deep depression during this time, and I'm so glad that I'm able to help them and also be an example myself. Again, especially having a lot of clients going to competing and stuff like that, I need to stay positive and strong for them, and I'm making use of this time to really focus on work, get my house organized, work on my prep, and really make sure I'm ticking off all the boxes on things that I need to do. And of course, bonus, I'd be able to make more content, so I managed to post a little booty band only circuit on my Instagram, so go check it out if you haven't already. It's a really good one. I tried it out myself as well. So yeah, making more content for you guys. And obviously I also have uploaded a vlog yesterday that will be set to go live tomorrow. So I mean, when you watch this video, it would have already been up. Usually I'd space them out a little bit further apart, but I thought, you know, lockdown, why not just pump them out a little bit quicker so people have content to watch, stay motivated and whatnot. So do let me know what kind of content you guys want to see more of so I can make them for you, because this is my way of giving back to you guys. Obviously during this time, again, when I don't really have like my day job per se, it gives me a lot of satisfaction, just makes me feel really good that I get to make content for you guys, and I love making content. So if you guys can help me out by letting me know what you want to see, then obviously I can give that back to you as well. So it's like a little two-way thing going along here.
Pulling up, shut it down when I'm pulling up. Come around when I'm pulling up. In my town and I'm pulling up. Ready for anything, anyone. Know that I get it done. In the bands, I be pulling up. Tell your friends, cause I'm pulling up. Ready or not, I be pulling up. Remember they said I'm not good enough. I took all the energy, turned it to greatness. Now look at my life, man, it's looking amazing. I'm ready.
It's a high carb day today, and I'm eating my same breakfast to begin. So the bagels, hummus, and smoked salmon, I've literally been having this every single day. I'm a big fan of having like the same breakfast. So when I find something that I like, I just keep having it. However, the bagels only come in like 4 in a packet. So for the last 3 days, I obviously have just like normal bread with eggs that you've seen in the previous videos. So I've just been alternating between these two. But even though today's my high carb day, I'm still starting off with the same old thing, and then I might have a little bit more carbs with maybe a little bit of extra cereal after this, or a mandarin, because I bought a mandarin and I have it in the fridge and I really, really want to eat it, but I just haven't had enough carbs to have it. So I will be having this after that, and then I'll take my puppy for a walk, and then I'm going to be training legs today. So first exercise I did was a straight leg kickback. I normally do a bent leg kickback, but the straight one kind of concentrates a little bit more on the glute med, I feel, just keeping the legs straight. A few tips for the straight leg kickback: you want to make sure your upper body is super still and only the leg moves. You want to keep your leg pretty much straight as well, no bend. It's different from the bent knee kickbacks. You want to make sure that you're not swinging the leg either. You would have seen I really squeezed the very top. So with any kickback motions, especially the straight leg one, you get the most bang for your buck, or the most kind of contraction and activation at the very top of the movement. So too many people just kind of swing up, and before they can even milk what they can out of the very top of the movement, they bring their feet back down, and they're just missing out on all the goodness, the activation at the very top, which is what you need to really focus on with this movement. In my current program, I'm focusing more on quads and leg development, and we've actually taken a step back from glutes. So since I'm doing my own little workout at home today, I'm actually trying to do a more glute focused workout. I should have started this telling you guys. We're gonna be doing a glute focused workout today, even though my program is mainly quads, and I only train legs twice a week now, whereas I used to hit them 3 times. Well, at least glutes I used to hit 3 times a week, so now they only kind of get hit twice a week. We're kind of keeping them on maintenance, and my focus is my quads and my upper body, mainly shoulders. So quads and shoulders are the goal, but today we're just gonna change it up a little bit. So I'm doing glute focus workout, starting off with the straight leg kickbacks. It's kind of like an activations set exercise. I'm not going overly heavy on it. And then now this is my first working exercise. I'm gonna be doing some Smith machine hip thrusts. I love Smith machine hip thrusts. I don't have a Smith machine that goes low enough at my gym, but the one at my house does, so I'm going to do that next. Now with the hip thrusts, what you need to do is make sure that you milk the top of the movement as well. So these 2 exercises, you get the most tension at the very top. So you have to make sure you finish the whole movement. Range of motion with these are not that important, because as you go away from the end of the movement, you start to lose tension anyway. So the most important is at the very top. So some people, if they have too much range, they feel like they can't feel their glutes as much. So you need to find the perfect range for you. As you can see, like, I don't really kick my leg very far at all. It just to the very top of the maximum contraction that it can. If you force it any further, you're gonna hit your lower back. You wanna just get parallel to the ground and lock out to what your height and your leg length allows you to. Some people go way too far up, more than 90 degrees, and then you're just hitting your lower back as well. So you wanna make sure you get to the very top, hold it, squeeze it, get the most you can out of it, and then slowly lower it down as well. As you can see, I also do my hip thrust very kind of controlled. So I just did a lighter set for 15, and I'm gonna keep working up today. I'm gonna do probably about 6 sets of hip thrust today. All right, I'm done with my working sets for the hip thrust, and now I'm going to pretty much drop set everything until it's just the bar. So I'm gonna do probably a set of 12, pop some of that down, drop set again, probably do a total of 4 drop sets, since there's 4 sets of weights to take off. So 4 drop sets for my last set. Let's go. exercise, the single leg stiff leg deadlift, is one of my favorite glute exercise. I do them glute focused, so it's a little bit different from how most people will normally do them. Generally they hit the hamstrings a little bit more, but the way I do them, I make them super glute focused. I'm so out of breath. But the glutes and your legs, in general, this movement is the hardest at the very bottom. So again, too many people hit the bottom and go back up straight away before they can get the full benefits of the load on the muscles. So I always pause down the bottom and then really focus on squeezing and using the glutes to squeeze and bring it up. I'd be very careful and mindful that it's not my chest that kind of comes up first. My body is just following the lead of my lower body. So my glutes are the ones that's initiating the movement, and then the rest of the body is following, rather than just kind of lifting your body back up and then go back down again. It's always initiated by the glutes. Very strong muscle-mind connection, and that really makes the difference in this exercise for myself. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I absolutely love doing Bulgarian split squats. They're like my favorite exercise. They target my glutes and a little bit of quads really well. Depending on how I do them, I can make them more or less quad focused. I used to do them super glute focused, but now I kind of do a little bit of both. So you can kind of change it depending on where you push your body weight. So if you push your body weight more forwards, you get them into your quads. And if you want to get more glutes, it's all about kind of sitting backwards into it, dropping your body weight down into the glute, let your glute catch it, and you want to squeeze up. So these are one of the exercises that I personally like to go really heavy. So my Smith machine bar is quite heavy. It's like about 20 kilos, and I added 5 on each side. So I did 30 kilo Bulgarians, which for a 47 kilo person is quite heavy. So this is one of the heavier exercises that I like to do. That is like a single leg exercise. So normally all my single leg exercises, I try to go lighter and more reps and more kind of like focus on the mind muscle connection, but these are ones that I like to smash out really heavy, and they work really well for me. Obviously, like I still use a lot of mind muscle connection and control and tempo in them still, but they are one of the ones that I like to go a little bit ham on. So I might even add on a little bit of extra weight today because I'm feeling really good since it's my high carb day, so I might add a little bit more. I've done 2 sets so far, and I'm gonna go ahead and probably do 2 more sets. Workout with a superset. I'm going to do cable glute abductions and superset them with leg press. Probably do about 4 sets of those and then call it a day because my legs are so cooked right now. Post high carb day, and I dropped 100 grams, so I'm at an all-new all-time low. So yesterday was my all-time low before I had my high carb day, and like I just thought that, you know, if we could stay the same, gain a little bit of weight, that'd be totally fine. But I hit a new low again. So 2 days hitting new lows. I'm just so happy. Sent photos to coach yesterday and he is very, 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 very happy. He's probably more happy than I am because obviously I'm very hard on myself, and it's always like that. I'm always super proud of my clients, super supportive of them. I think they're doing really well and I'm like, you guys are on track, you guys are on track, you guys are good. And then when it comes to myself, I'm like, I don't know, you know, it's not because I don't trust the process or anything. I just know that my body's really crazy. I have grown to accept that now. But, you know, I think we're going pretty good so far. We started early, so we have time. So even if my body starts to stall a little bit, which hopefully it's not going to, it's not showing any signs of wanting to slow down so far. We still haven't pulled out like all the tools yet. I'm still only at 4 cardio sessions a week. It's all still very manageable and I'm feeling good, which is the most important thing. Like I'm not feeling like death yet. I think that will happen when I drop another 2 kilos. So when I hit the 45 kilo mark is usually where I start to, you know, kind of lose myself a little bit, get a little bit delirious. So I'm 47 today, so I'm 2 kilos up from that death mark. So I think I'm doing good. I probably have to lose about 4 more kilos. I'm expecting my stage weight to be about 43. If I'm heavier than that, I won't be mad. It just means that like I gain more muscle, come in fuller or whatever, because my last stage weight was 42. So I'm hoping that I have put on size in between. But coach really thinks we're gonna come in early. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm happy that he's happy. And he says that we just keep improving each time. So every time I send him photos, like apart from yesterday, the first few weeks when I was sending him photos, I was like, I don't really feel like I look much different. But he's like, you're looking tighter, you know, even though the weight was going a little bit slower. So I'm just gonna pop up my weight scale right here. This is my little graph. So yeah, it goes up and down, but like overall this week it's in a downtrend, so it's been going good. So just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. I hope you liked my leg workout yesterday with the commentary in between, something a little bit different. I obviously can't do that usually when I'm in a normal gym, so I'm making full use of the fact that like when I'm training in my home gym, I'd be able to do more like kind of commentary style of like workouts, because obviously in the other gym it's like very loud, there's music, I'm gonna get copyrighted and whatnot. So I was glad I was able to do that for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please like, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.